Alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Today we have in studio one of our brothers from the Republic of Ghana. So stay tuned, let's talk everything as we bring you more intriguing videos. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation and welcome to this interview.
Well, thank you so much. It's good to see you.
It's a pleasure seeing you.
Sure, sure.
So tell us about yourself.
All right. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. In fact, I'm really grateful about this. My name is Kamal
Okay.
Abdullah bin Chambas, and basically I'm from Ghana, Gulf to be precise.
So tell us about your involvement when you were in Ghana because looking at just your posture from this, the way you speak, it means that you were doing something great back home.
Sure, sure. By God being so good, way back in Ghana, during my young age and my primary school, by God being so good, I was able to hold associate president way back in primary.
Okay.
We went to JHS too. By God being so good, I was able to become the associate president of my school. And due to the hard work and commitment, I was pushed by my people to contest for Ghana Muslim Student President. And by God being so good, I won this position. And I also served as a president of Amnesty International, basically in Ghana, in our four region schools. Right after serving, I was able to also win the associate president in my school. Serving as a student representative council president in Freedom Sinai School wasn't all that easy, but by God being so good, we're able to serve well. And right from there, I had opportunity. That was right after school. I had opportunity to contest for assembly member, where there were one or two things, but I think it was an experience. By God being so good, I held as Ghana Youth President just recently. I was able to win the presidency during the primaries. I was able to win. It wasn't easy because sometimes you look at where you're coming from and where Allah is taking you to. It is not easy to get there. Before you get there, demands commitment, perseverance.
History shall speak. Yeah, that's an interesting like positions you've held back home. I feel like you are a youth leader. So let's say what are like most of what you've just said, you've held positions in school. How was it like being head prefect in class and other for the other activities?
Yeah, thank you so much for this important question. I think that it's not easy to lead. Imagine going for just a class rep and you lose. The feeling. So
Were
even
you optimistic?
I was hopeful and at the same time optimistic because for me anything that I do, I believe that I was destined to do it. And I believe that before you go in for any position, it means that you deserve it. Okay? And in elections, you don't undermine anybody. Everybody can win election. Okay, so basically, as I indicated, it wasn't easy. For me, I think that the only thing that can help you is Allah and being focused. If you are focused in your leadership, I believe that nothing can stop you. And apart from that, being consistent and ensuring integrity in your leadership. That is the only thing that can make you exceptional.
So these are the attributes, like if you want to make a successful governance or leadership, these are the attributes you should possess.
For me, I choose to blend these two. I am democratic, autocratic, everything. Like I blend it. There are certain times as a leader, you need to be autocratic. Not all times that you need to be autocratic, but there are certain times that you need to practice autocratic leadership style. There are certain times you need to be democratic. So you can't say anytime that you want to be democratic leader, you may fail at a point in time. So sometimes it's good as a leader, you blend these kinds of leadership. If you are able to ensure your integrity Okay, for people to believe in you, that is what will take you to the next level. But if you lose your integrity, that ends it.
So let me hold you right there. So, like you've just mentioned, you need to possess, certain attribute in order to
Sure,
be a good leader.
sure.
So, what are the challenges you face, during your governance period?
Yeah, that's a very nice question. It wasn't easy, like, especially I remember vividly. That is that I was a Muslim, and my school. It's not easy for a Muslim to become SSC president.
Oh, that's interesting.
So basically, and it's not easy for somebody from my program. No,
Okay.
from my program to become SSC president of my school. That was the first time, I guess. So basically, it wasn't easy. The tension. People will come and tell you, I don't think, Kamal, you can do this. I think just relax, because this thing that you are doing, it's hard for you. So kindly try another thing. So it takes some kind of boldness in me to be able to. It wasn't easy at all to, in fact, believe in yourself, contest, win, and act.
So, how did you overcome? What are the methods you use to overcome those challenges?
The method is that. Thank you so much for this question. In leadership, you need to try as much as possible to uh, delegate powers to people. For instance, when I was in SHS, I held 7 presidential positions, as I mentioned, and I tried as much as possible to make people feel part of the leadership. If there's a meeting and I think that this person can really, really do well, I think that I will appoint the person, let the person act. There are certain things I know I can do it, but I bring people together, say, let them do it.
Take the challenge.
Excellent. So I only empower people with my leadership. So if for instance, people, when you are a leader and you always do things on yourself, always, if there's something you try to do it by yourself, people will not appreciate you. But when you call them to be part of you, they will then understand that this is not easy. One day, I in my school days, I called one guy to represent me at a meeting. When he went, they asked him to talk. He came and told me that, Mr. President, it's not easy. You are doing well. When I went there, my body was shaking. I said, you see, now you feel that the thing is not easy. So basically, all these things are strategies to overcome, the challenges. People will not appreciate you.
So, are you a future politician?
As you said, there is a saying in our language that "ahonipa nkasa."
Okay.
So for me, I feel like based on your hard work, people will believe in you. I believe in this theory of Abraham Lincoln saying that democracy by the people, for the people, and of the people, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's the people that will choose you to lead them based on your consistency and your track records.
It's like you control most of the youth in Ghana.
Sure.
So based on that, I think they will.
Yeah, and we only look at the bad side of the youth. But let us take a look at the resources, the technologies in the world. It was brought up by the youth. When you go to the Western countries, the leaders, they respect the youth. They are controlling the country. Facebook, all these inventions were brought up by the youth. But the only thing is that they get support from their leadership. So what our youth in Africa, they need is support. I know people who are very good in media, just like you. I know people who are very good when it comes to football, when it comes to, certain things.
So you're trying to say like they have lack of support.
Lack of support.
Okay.
The platform, they don't have it. The only thing the government can do is that
support you to go out.
Support you. How many people do we need them to train them on this aspect? For instance, you check that you are importing a lot of TV. You have students who are ready to learn. Give them scholarship. Let them go to these countries. Give them number of years. They go and learn. Then what you need to do is that create the facility. There are a lot of land, vast land. Create the factory for these people. They will come and they'll start work. So this is how we build country. Look at China. This is how they made sure that the people are having this kind of practical knowledge than the theoretical part. So we need leaders who are selfless, who are visionary, like Kwame Nkrumah and so on and so forth, that will think outside the box.
Thank you very much. So what's your like? I guess the audience have learned a lot.
Sure,
Yeah. So what's the concluding statement of today's interview?
sure. So basically, in fact, I'm so delighted to be invited here, and I think that there are a lot of things that we are here to do, and in fact, we are here to build and learn more and impact into the society. However, I will entreat all students to continue to stay focused whilst we work together. Though we are from different countries, different environments, we hope to learn together, learn from each other, and impact the world. As I indicated earlier on, my name is Kamal Abdallah ibn Chambas. Thank you so much for your audience.
Thank you very much. That was the voice of Kamal bin Chambas.
Sure.
Now I've pronounced your name. Thank you very much. See you when I see you.